In the U.S., 1 in 4 people age 45 or above are on statins to lower their cholesterol and to prevent heart disease. But are there other prescription medications that could help more than these medications? Maybe even some natural things. Dr. Jenny knows all about natural things. She knows a lot of natural ways to keep our hearts healthy. So let's start with our lifestyles, Dr. Jenny. What can we do right now to keep ourselves off those medications?
Oh, well, you have to start early, making sure that your diet is great. I always recommend a low glycemic diet, meaning foods that don't spike your glucose quite as fast. So minimizing the carbs and minimizing all of the greasy, fried garbage, all the things that we all love, but it's really bad for our arteries. And exercise. Exercise is very important for your heart health. So conditioning your heart and not over-endurance exercising, because that actually can be counterproductive. A lot of people say, okay, I'm running at 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, but then they're actually, doing more harm than good. That's why I love Orange Theory. Orange Theory has that whole, you reach your maximum, potential, that 80% heart rate, where you're not over-enduring, you're doing like 4 miles, 5 miles per hour. As long as you're consistent, then your mechanics are running more efficiently.
Okay. Very good. We can all do those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about pills? What about medication for this, or the natural things instead of the medication?
Doctors write for the statins. I'm not a big fan of the statins because that again, it's not in your biology. You're not atrivastatin deficient. You're not all these other, lisinopril deficient that they're writing. And what that does is depletes you of your electrolytes. So when people are taking their statin medications, they're getting cramps. And then, so it's protecting the heart, but then they still have a stroke. So what is the biology of the body? What is your body really lacking that's causing your heart, to degenerate, that's causing your blood vessels to be clogged, or you just think of it like a hose, okay? So when your vessels aren't pumping the blood, all the energy through there, it's going to cause a deficiency.
So what are we lacking? What
you're
is
talking about omega oils, your Cardio Fit, my line, vitamin D3 with the K2. It's very important to take vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is so essential because it actually absorbs fats. So it makes sure that it doesn't feed, your cells all that fat. So it detoxes that out of your system cellularly. It's actually more of a hormone than a vitamin.
So we need a vitamin D.
Yep. Fatty acids, omega-3, 6, 9. It's very important to do it in that ratio because we don't get enough omega oils in our diet unless you're a pescatarian. You're eating fish all the time. So it's very important to eat fish like salmon, tuna, getting those essential fatty acids. And what that does is it actually helps protect from plaque buildup, artery buildup, in your kidneys. So omega oils, so it gets the fat out of your kidneys.
Funny you should say that. My doctor has told me both of those things, vitamin D and the omega-3s.
And I've watched my patients and I've watched cardiologists that have come to me and like, the supplements are actually reducing the triglycerides, it's reducing the, lowering the LDL, and increasing the HDL. So when the LDL is high, that's bad. When the HDL is low, that's bad. And then total triglycerides high is very bad. So it's all nutritional. It's all biochemistry of the body.
Well, you mentioned biochemistry. Some people are talking about estrogen. They say that could help?
Estrogen, yeah. And it has to be the good estrogen, not estrone. Estrone is the fatty-loving estrogen. So that one you want to stay away from. Estradiol. It's the weakest estrogen, but that helps circulation as well. So that helps remove certain types of fats. It lowers total cholesterol. So when someone has high cholesterol, I immediately go, okay, look at their estrogen levels. What is their estradiol levels? And then always with men with high cholesterol, they need just a little bit amount of good estradiol, and I make it into a cream form. Not a lot, but just a little to protect the heart.
And how do we know which one we need?
Yeah.
It's simple to test. You can do nutritional evaluations to actually see what your levels of fatty acids are, what your levels of vitamin D, vitamin K is. You can do this through urine, you can do this through saliva, you can do this through finger prick. It's so simple. Insurances cover it. Medicare and TRICARE cover 100% of these testings. Otherwise, it costs around $2,000, $3,000. All doctors should actually be testing, not guessing, instead of just writing for something you don't need.
Well, that sounds really, really good because I have been told these are the things you need to take.
And it's so important to protect the heart.
Yes,
you have lots of energy.
With things that your body needs anyway.
Exactly. Yes, it just makes you feel better all the way around. And look better, look at you. And it's Age Vital Pharmacy on Main Street. You can go down and visit Dr. Jenny, or you can go to agevital.com. And coming up, we're going to take more looks at the red carpet.